All right. Now here's another trick that I like to teach to my students when they're graphing this. Is right away, I choose a couple of colors for their lines. And I go, okay, this line, I don't know what slope it's going to be or anything yet, but I do know one thing. The y is negative, and this says less than. So what's opposite of less than?
Greater than.
Greater than, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to go up, right? So we're going to shade up on it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now is this a dotted line or a solid line? So, I get two answers. So which one do we think?
Solid.
We're still thinking solid? Solid? Everybody think it's solid? What does it say over here?
Liquid.
Can you see that these are dotted? If there's no equal, then this is a dotted line. You guys understand that? If there's no equal, then it's a dotted line. And so you might want to write that down because that's really important, right? Then I'll use another color on this one. Okay? Now, is this solid or dotted? Solid, good. Because there's an equal sign on it, right? Because it's greater than or equal to. Now, are we shading up or are we shading down? The y is positive. It says greater than. So that means up or down?
Down.
Ron is right. Up. See, last time we did the opposite, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, we should do the opposite, right?
Yeah.
But remember, that was because the y was negative. Okay, so that's something to write down, right? Opposite if the y is negative. Okay? So opposite if the y is negative. Negative y. Okay? So you do the opposite if the y is negative. Okay? So in this case, yeah, we're going to go up. So they're both shading up. And the beauty of this is, I already know what I'm shading before I shade it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does.
Okay? Now, get this. If they give you multiple choice, right? And only one of the multiple choice has them both shading up when this one's dotted and this one's solid, guess which one you choose?
So.
That one, right? The one that followed your rules. Does that make sense? You don't even have to do any of the math. And that's how test-taking skills become if you understand the problem, right? It becomes very easy and quick, unlike the ACT or SAT, that is a timed test. So instead of having to do all the work, they give you a multiple choice, right? And I guarantee you, one of them will have dotted, and one of them will have solid for this one. Same for this. All right? And then one of the dotteds will be going up, and one of the dotteds will be going down. Does that make sense? So, right there, once you know you're picking the one that has this dotted going up, this solid going up, boom, I win. It's B, or whatever it is. Does that make sense? Okay? All right. So this is given. We've done a lot, but we haven't done anything. Pretty weird, huh? Right? We've done a lot. We know a lot about this graph, but we haven't done really anything yet. So what do we got to do? What do I do to this? Yeah, no, I would, but look at the y's. They're already ready.
Yeah.
They're ready to get rid of. They're opposites, right? So I can just add them up. Definition of what? Linear combination. Good job. Okay, so these cancel. Boom. These become 3x equals 6, right? And then you do what?
Go home.
And divide x equals 2, yeah?
Yeah.
Boom. What's that stack?
Sad.
Sad map. Good job. Almost. It is sad map, but it's D.
Oh.
M. But yes,
I knew that.
it's SAD because we did it to both sides, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. And then which one in SAD It's division because we divided. That's all.
Yeah.
You were there. Good job, Ron. All right, so we have X. Now we got to find Y. Okay, Blaze, Morgan, Pearl, Robert, all on your phone. Not acceptable. Not acceptable. I've asked you 5 times. Please don't use your phone. I've asked you 5 times to get out a piece of paper and to take notes. I've given you a book. I've given you the sheet. And you're wasting their time and mine because you're not doing it. Okay. Now what? I want to solve for Y, right? What's the easiest way to solve for Y? Easiest way. So, good job. Ron is on fire today. Okay? Because he's paying attention. Substitution. Okay? Choose which one. Which one's easiest? Which one's easiest? Guys, which one's easier? Bottom or top? Why the bottom? Why the top? Guessing? Okay. Why the top? Positive? Okay. There's no real right answer to this, so your answer of bottom is okay. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Maybe you like the bottom, right? And that's okay. Okay? I would choose the top because there's easier numbers. Does that make sense? It's just X and Y. So I would choose the top. You guys can choose whatever you want. Just choose one of them. Okay? And then plug it in. So X is 2 minus Y is less than 3. Okay, then subtract 2, right? That's subtraction property of equality, but we call it SA, right? So minus Y is less than 3. But remember, when we're solving, once we substitute it in, we're just going to say equals. Because we're just trying to find the X and the Y. So it's going to be equals. Okay? We don't worry about the greater than or less than, unless we're solving for Y. We're solving for X. Does that make sense? Okay? I know it's kind of confusing, but I'll explain it a little bit in a minute. Divide by -1, divide by -1, we get Y is equal to -3. Now that's the intersection. So what did we do? We did DM, right? Okay? And then what is our intersection? 2 and -3. Okay? Definition of not linear equations, systems. Very good. System of equations. Okay? Alright. That's a Q. Alright, so now we can start to graph. Alright? We have a point at 2, -3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. We have a point. Okay? But that's all we have is a point. A point of intersection.
Hey Dan,
Yeah.
how did you get 3 minus 2 equals 3? -1, right? Or 1.
Oh, you're right. This should have actually been 1. Sorry about that. 3 minus 2 is 1. I don't know where I got that. So this would be
0.
-1. Good job. And then this would be -1. 1. Good job. And so this point would change to 2, -1. Nice. Now, where would we have seen that if I didn't catch it? When I graphed the two and I saw that they crossed right here, why did I think they were going to cross down here and then I'd have to relook at my stuff? Does that make sense? Okay? Alright, so let's start to graph this before we run out of time. Okay, so we got X minus Y. X minus Y is less than 3. What I'm going to do is just move the X over, minus x, minus x. I get minus y is greater than, is less than, negative x plus 3. And then I change all the signs. Divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1, divide by negative 1. So y is greater than, because we changed the signs. Negative and a negative make a positive. So it's 1 over 1 and minus 3. So at minus 3, I'm going to go up 1, over 1. Up 1, over 1. And we can see it does cross that point. Okay? So that's a good thing. It crosses that point, so that's a good thing. Now, is this a solid line or a dotted line?
Pardon the interruption. Can I get Donovan Heredia to the office? Donovan Heredia to the main office.
We decided this was going to be purple, correct? This is our purple one, right?
Yeah.
And we decided that was dotted, right? Okay? And then we also said it's up. Okay? And if we look at this equation, it's up. Okay? It's dotted. Okay? So it all matches so far. Alright, let's do the next one. 2x plus y greater than or equal to 3. Now, we're going to do, what were the solutions here? We did SA, right? We did DM, right? Okay? And then we had definition of y equals mx plus b. Okay? Whereas m was equal to 1 over 1 and b was equal to negative 3. Okay? And then we graphed it in purple. Here we move the x over, minus 2x minus 2x. I get y is greater than or equal to negative 2x plus 3. Okay? So I did SA, right? And then definition of, let's do it in red right now so we don't get confused. So definition of y equals mx plus b gives me that m is equal to and b is equal to. So m, right, is equal to negative 2, which means it's negative 2 over 1, right? And b is 3, right? So where is b? 1, 2, 3. And it is negative 2 down 2 over 1. Down 2 over 1. And look at that. It goes right through that same point. We said it was a solid line and it was shaded up. So that means that everything in here, right? Everything in here is your answer. Okay? Questions on that? Where the bell rings. Okay. Pearl, I need you to focus and take notes. I know she just fucked up. Robert, I need you to take notes. Morgan, Blaze, I need you to take notes. Okay? Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you, Danelle. Thank you, Tristan. Thank you, Paul, for taking notes. All right, good job. Go to class.